Hello, I'm Johnny Ann Gaskill. I'm delighted you stopped by my blog. Today's post is different than those I usually write and share. I hope you enjoy it. It's a fun little fiction story I wrote the day I challenged myself to include as many words as possible that contain the letters K or C. Listen for the sounds those letters make as I read the post entitled Kevin. Kevin paddled his kayak to the craggy bank of Coho Creek and scrambled up the steep slope while clutching his canvas knapsack with his crippled hand. After reaching the crest, he walked toward a clearing bordered by a cluster of oak trees. He opened his knapsack and removed a red and white checked tablecloth, which he spread on the moss-covered ground. He eased his lanky frame on it and then draped a canary yellow napkin over his knobby knees. After popping the top of a can of whole kernel corn, he squeezed a packet of ketchup on it, stirred it with the clean plastic spoon he kept in the side pocket of his khaki-colored cargo pants. After taking a big bite, he licked his lips. As Kevin clutched the can of corn in one hand and continued to munch on his lunch, he removed a magazine from his knapsack and began to peruse its slick, clay-coated pages. A photo of a cute kitten entangled in yards and yards of the pink yarn it had unraveled from a skein caused Kevin to chuckle, as did a picture of a curious Joey peeking from Mama Kangaroo's pouch. "One day," Kevin said, licking a ketchup smear from his knuckles, "I'd like to spend more time using my Kodak camera to take pictures like these." He clung more tightly to that desire as he looked at other photos, including one of white-robed kindergarten kiddos making their moves in a karate studio. Kevin blinked tears when he saw a picture of wrinkled hands that belonged to an old woman who was kneading bread like his granny used to do. Her sourdough bread may not have been on a keto diet plan, but it was some kind of good, he said aloud, even though no one was around to hear his words or comment on them. After finishing his lunch, Kevin put the magazine aside, knowing he could enjoy it on another day, but for now, he had work to do. So he reached into his knapsack once again and retrieved his sketchbook and pens and began writing in beautiful calligraphy the title of his upcoming keynote speech. On the next page, he created a word art graphic composed of keywords he'd include in the PowerPoint presentation when he spoke at the Kiwanis Convention in Kansas City, Kansas, next week. When Kevin spoke there on Saturday, he knocked their socks off. They couldn't get enough of the Huckleberry Finn fella who spoke simply yet profoundly and passionately about his topic. As he walked away from the mic to the sound of clapping and cheering, he felt like a king who was well respected by the loyal subjects in his ever-growing kingdom. Whenever and wherever Kevin spins stories for audiences, they recognize he has the remarkable ability to love his life and to be content wherever he is. Content when paddling his kayak, content when savoring a simple creekside snack, content when speaking before an audience of hundreds and sometimes thousands from all walks of life. Content, 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 as well as calm and confident, not just surviving, but thriving, and all the while giving thanks for the life he's been given. The audiences and all who know Kevin yearn to be like him, except for perhaps his eccentricities.